Well, hello everybody. I'm back, and Hurricane Michael tried to get me and TractorMonkey. Fortunately, we came out all right. We didn't have any significant wind damage like we did last year when the hurricane came through. Last year, it took down a pine tree, almost hit the house by about a foot. I didn't have the tractor at that time, so I had to do everything by hand. Fortunately, my next door neighbor helped me out cutting it up, and had some fence down last year too. Some privacy fence blew over, and but the power didn't go out last year. But around June or so of this year, I went and bought a generator just in case, and as it turned out, I did need it this year. Like I said, it was a Category 1 Hurricane Michael. It was still a Category 1 when it came over our neighborhood, and but we didn't get any flooding from the rain. The rain really wasn't that bad, and the wind, I mean, it sounded like there was a lot of wind out there, but it didn't blow over any trees in the neighborhood. Nobody had trees down. There was a lot of small stuff, leaves and, twigs and stuff, that, all that stuff was all over the place, but nothing big, no giant branches or trees down. But we did get some widespread power outages, and the power here was out from about midnight on Wednesday night. Well, I guess you could say Thursday morning, really, until noon of Thursday. So it was out over 12 hours. And of course it went out around midnight, and it's raining and stuff. So, and it got through passing over around 4 o'clock or so, and the rain stopped. But it wasn't daylight yet here, until 7:30, 8 o'clock almost. But around 5:30 in the morning, I couldn't stand it no more. I was tired of walking around in the dark. So I came out here with a flashlight, drug the generator out, got it all hooked up, and we were good until around noontime when the power came back on. So that's my Hurricane Michael story. Today I need to do some maintenance on this Paslode frame nailer. It's been a year since I used it, and I got some projects I need to get done. So when it's been sitting for a while, it needs to be maintenanced, serviced, whatever you want to call it, cleaned out. I bought this thing at least 10 or 12 years ago, and it's been great. It's been a great nailer. I've had to replace the battery one time. This is the second battery, and I bought it last year. I had several years where I didn't use it, and last year I needed to fix the fence, and wooden fence, and I had to get a new battery. This battery is still good. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is taking this thing apart, and it gets a lot of carbon built up inside, and then has to be cleaned out and lubed. And not that you have to use it, I don't guess, but this is some degreaser from Paslode, if that's how you pronounce it. And I've got some lube that you use on it too. Got some of this lubricating oil, has to be used. I charged that battery up earlier. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so first thing is to remove, still had some nails in there, remove the nails. And of course the battery goes there. Alright, now I'm gonna take the gas canister out. Move that flap right there. I don't know if there's any gas. I can smell it a little bit. But I think I got another one over there. Otherwise, I'll have to go to the store and buy one. And they give you an Allen wrench, which is still in the case. Yeah, give you this Allen wrench. So, take these 4 screws here out. This right, fall over. I've had, I don't know how many nails been through this. Thousands. There's been a couple of times that I thought it quit working on me, and it was okay. It was just there's 2 things you gotta, seems like it wants a good strong battery charge to it. Battery starts getting weak. Sometimes it don't want to fire, and you gotta, sometimes you think it's done died on you, and really it needs another can of gas in it. Ran out of gas. Yep. Back pops off, and you gotta, there's a screen in there, you gotta make sure that's not clogged up with dust or sawdust or debris or whatever. And you take these 2 screws here. Of course, it's been a year since I did this. If I did it wrong, then you'll see it lying right here. There we go. Just comes apart. The main frame of it comes apart there. There's a fan. And set that aside. There's not much you have to do to that. And there's what the inside looks like, and basically you take a stick, shove down on the piston there, and get the degreaser, and you start cleaning it out. Alright, come on there. Get a paper towel. Fumes. And you start wiping it out down there. This ain't real bad because I just cleaned it out a year ago. But you want to do this on a regular basis because it will keep it working. Just careful you don't scratch nothing in there. It's hard to get your hand down in there. There's the, just in case you're wondering how it works, you got this bar right here. See it move there, and got a spark plug basically right there. That fan charges the charges it with fresh air. Pull the trigger, that spark plug goes, and of course, you know, the gas is in there, whatever kind of gas it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's propane or whatever it is, whatever kind of gas it is. Don't know. Just says flammable liquefied gas. That's all it says in there. Anyways, that plunger goes down. That bar comes shooting down. It strips off a nail and drives it home. Okay, that's pretty clean. Alright, so now, well, you can wipe this. See, there's an O-ring right here. If that O-ring gets damaged, you got to replace it. Kind of wipe it around there, and what they want you to do is get your lubricating oil here, they want you to lubricate that O-ring. I'll put a little lube all around that O-ring there. Get it all the way around. Okay, now get some lube. Get it, I like to coat the cylinder wall. Kind of squirt some in there. Get it around with your finger. I guess you could take a swab or something. And I like to put some lube on that plunger right there, because you want that, you don't want it bone dry. And you got some on top, you want some on the bottom too. The lube all around here. And basically that's it. I mean, there's not a whole lot of maintenance to it. Just keep it clean. I'll put a little right on top of the there. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I like to lube this ring here. Doesn't hurt anything. Never know. Alright. Now let's put it back together. You got that slide there. Put a little lube right there. Let's see if we can get it back together now. Okay. And got those two screws there. I guess they're captive. Get them started in there. I'm just gonna get them. I ain't gonna crank down on them yet. I'm just gonna get them just a little where they just bottom out. And I'm gonna put the back on. Then I'll tighten it all down. Saw something in the yard the other day I've never seen before here. That was an armadillo. I mean, I've seen plenty of dead ones on the roads around here, but this wasn't at night. This was in broad daylight. A big old fat one walking around in the backyard here. That was a first. I don't think I've ever seen a raccoon in the yard. I've seen them over at my mom's house. Saw one up in a tree one day. I haven't seen any raccoons. We've had everything else. We've had fox walking around in the backyard here. Sometimes last spring there was a deer in the front yard right over the driveway and the neighbors. Got that snug. I'm gonna snug down these front. These other ones, I'll have to take them out. Alright, got that. Let's put the gas back in there. We'll find out. I think there's still some in there. We'll find out. It's been sitting since last year, so I mean it could slowly have leaked down, I guess. Alright, and now we'll put the nails back in it. Just drop these in the back here. Gotta make sure you put them in the right orientation, correct orientation there. Alright. What am I doing wrong here? I gotta be doing something wrong. Alright. This is embarrassing, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I don't know. Maybe a piece of that cardboard or paper that's holding it together is hung up. Alright. battery. I can smell that gas. Whenever I popped it in, it shot some out. Yes. So when you got the battery in, you got a good battery, you get a flashing green light right here. So let's see if it does anything. I usually test it out on the side of the workbench here. So let's see if we got anything. And there we go. Except I don't see no nail. I guess it didn't strip off the... Yeah, and there's no nail. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. There's a nail. Alright. Alright, all working. And of course, if you didn't know, if you don't know anything about these, you can adjust the depth of the nail with loosen these two screws here, and you move this either forward or back. So depending on your hardness of your wood or whatever like that, you know, you can regulate how deep it pounds it in there. That one's looked like it pounded in about 1/8 of an inch. So you want it to where it's just flush if you can. So basically that's it. It's kind of heavy, but it sure comes in handy not having to drag around an air hose. So maybe you got something out of this video, maybe not. Maybe you never watched it, never got to the end, and I'm talking to myself. Who knows? See you next time. Oh, well, I thought I'd add, if you like my videos, leave a comment. I'm not going to say the subscribe to my channel and all that stuff, because I get tired of hearing that. But you know, I know most people, majority of my viewers, watch my tractor videos, but I mean, there's only so much I can do with the tractor, and so I don't know. It's hard to think of what to make a video of, but if you have any suggestions, let me know. If you watch, let me know. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. If you want me to keep going, let me know.